Usually England, Scotland, Portugal, Castile, and France will do it because they've got the range. But you will see the Dutch do it in the late game if there's any land left to colonise. Ottomans often do colonisation too through this direction. You'll see them colonising down here. He's got this, but that's because he purchased it, which is part of the new things they brought in recently. But you'll often see little Ottoman islands down here that they have used colonisation for. You might have an Ottoman Australia, which this one is British Australia. But yeah, it's open to everyone. You just have to get some coastline and then have the technology to be able to actually reach over there. Because there's only particular places you can colonise. So you can colonise anywhere in the New World. You can colonise along Africa, and you can colonise in the East Indies, I guess you'd call it. And then Russia colonises because they have a special thing for colonising Siberia. British Australia, yeah. It often goes to Spain. Rarely see a French Australia these days. It used to be more common for the French to go over there. Which is historical because France actually claimed Australia first. What was I going to look for? Who are they allied to? Ansbach, Cleve, and Switzerland. This is one we could do if we had the army. Changing patterns of consumption. Sugar was once a rare luxury. Alright, the other thing we wanted to do was get Milan on side. We can now. Don't know what's changed. Let's offer that alliance. Alright, now I'm much better, other than spending 3 points holding our alliances. Hemorrhoids would be the only one of them we'd want to drop. Alright, land force limit and land attrition. Let's just do this before we do the tech, because that also unlocks at least one free one. Get extra Diplo rep. Fort maintenance. We are spending quite a bit on it. I think we're going to do 2 anyway. Let's start with pen relies on the sword for the free one. Then we'll pay for the garrison system. Doesn't look like a lot, but it's going to add up. And I forget what tech this is at. Can at least get the Star Fort in our capital. Yeah, I think the Spanish are about the only people who didn't show any interest in Australia. It was the Dutch, the French, the British. Portuguese came here a little bit, I think, on their way to Batavia. Let's get the influential trading family. Alright. Even though we can't afford it, is there anyone else that we are strong and interested in allying us? Great Horde. No. Royal marriages, Scandinavia. Britain. What was Britain's deal? France, Bohemia, and Milan. Okay. Let's see. Jewel. Alright, Hassa just ceded to the Ottomans. Timurids is down there blocking him off now. Oh, Saxony. Against Bohemia. Do you want to be at war with Bohemia or lose prestige and Diplo rep? That's fine, it's the loss of trust that's a problem. What do you have with Bohemia? At least buy them up a notch. Alright, we're going to have to accept this. Which means, to start with, you have to unmothball the forts. Pay the army. Could stop rooting out corruption. Just bring it down to about half. Yeah, 950. Alright, and then we need an army. Okay, inflation for Diplo. How's the inflation? That's only on half. It's almost gone. The Dutch called us New Holland. Yeah, I used to remember. Ah, crap. Auto declined. Thought we had another month. Alright, we've got Bohemia on our side still in. Yeah, I can't remember the Dutch name, but it was New Holland, yeah. Ottomans accepted peace. Mamluks cede a couple. Yeah, Zealand. Where is Zealand? It's there. Zeeland. Next to The Hague. It's Rotterdam's in Zealand, isn't it? Middelburg. Can't remember. I think Rotterdam's around there somewhere. Alright, so we didn't end up going to war, but forced Saxony to drop us. Should have spent theirs off. You can't declare any more wars. Alright, let's go think about going on to Hungary. You know what? I haven't looked at this for a long time. I've been missing out. Alright, call it it. Grant the generalship. When do we get 77? Alright, let's give the boyars more land. Probably something in the far north. Just 65. We're going to have to give them too much, aren't we? 74.8. Alright, let's just take the 100 points instead. Burgers should be much easier. 150 clergy. 150 Cossacks. Don't really matter in the slightest. Let's just leave them alone. Actually, they do fly arms. That's land force on it. Alright, one Jacob Cantacucino. Not the best leader in the world. Let's get this dude over to Bakesh. Where is that? Brandenburg wandering about. Alright, firstly, do they have any mothballed forts? No, they don't even have forts. So let's declare this. Could do humiliate rival. I forgot about Platinum again. Let's confirm. Go directly to his capital. Now Planet. Him to embargo our rivals. Could enforce our culture upon them. Alright. Planet, little buddy. He's only got to claim one trio. Or with Clev and Switzerland. Should be easy. He's had... No, he's not. And there come the Hungarians. Let's go and teach them a lesson in the islands. Seven, 4, and 6. Much better balanced army than ours. Once we got solid artillery. Look at that. Discipline on their side. Esprit de corps and Switleki. Oh, he's got absolutism. Alright, so much for teaching them a lesson. I lost Simplin. It's be a little dangerous because he's going to walk into them soon. Hopefully he goes off the other direction. Good, going the other way. Lost a lot of men, yeah, but it comes down to manpower. Still building that star fort as well. Jesus Christ, he wasn't even of age yet. I don't know how that happened then. Well, we couldn't get the vote. Because we still got our Queen region as well. How old's Bohemia? 20. Just as long. Alright, let's get up to Zemplin. Oh, now he's going to come up and get us. Let's hope that would take a little bit longer. And of course it's the army reformer that dies. Two grand captains. We can grab some discipline. Not particularly affordable. Let's forget about the corruption for a while. No, this is supposed to be a very easy war. Not being able to beat them in a straight fight was a little unexpected. That should be a level 4 fort. And you got a wall breach, of course he did. Alright. It is only farmlands. I think I'm better off going down here. I've almost got the full thing. Fine with spending a little military power. No, we're behind on tech. And planets come in. Alright, this is getting annoying. Change this, get rid of the pop-ups. There we go, got Pest. Now we head up to Krakow. And we are going to call Augsburg in. Who's the other one that's in this? Switzerland. So he'll go over and do that. Get there before he takes it. Beautiful. So 5-1 versus a 3-3. Guys are just falling apart because of his discipline. It's going to get rid of some of these infantry, put some mercs in. We've lost Krakow. So we want to keep them. Let's go this way. Alright, 6-6-16. Let's go with, let's say 10. We'll get there eventually, hopefully. The actual numbers are kind of equal. So we might as well just make sure. Let's bring in Trier, but not Tuscany. What do we have with Tuscany? 19. Well, I could call them to make sure. What's the trust there? 45. You know what? I need to bring that up. Zemplin first. You know what, screw it, we have to win this war. I don't like how badly it's going. Peace over in Switzerland. They can wait. Feed Augsburg in this one. Alright, they run away. There's no point charging in before we know. Beautiful. Alright, 105 there now. So they've got better morale. Alright, we'll just have to suffer against their superior morale. Closer. Trio was coming in to reinforce. We're one day off winning that fight. And he's managed to pull it in. Good. And then the Tuscans have come across to finish it off for us. Look how much money we lose running this army. Alright, do tech before then. You know what? This war's pretty much done. Let's not pay the army at all. Is trade a big factor in the game? Can be if you're one of the trade powers like England. Otherwise, I just generally tend to ignore it. We got quite a bit of trade income, but that's more without even thinking about it. I think the main thing's just making sure that you put your merchants in the right place to push trade towards where you're collecting it. Other than that, I mean, depending on how you play, I guess you can make it a big deal, but it doesn't have to be. It's a good way to get just ridiculous amounts of income if you're in a position to do it, like Great Britain are. Alright, Switzerland, might as well leave. Get the money while we've still done most of the work. Some war reps. Annul with Hungary. Can't force religion anyway. Let's transfer their trade power just for the hell of it. No worries. Catch you around, chicken. It's a big turn on that fight. Got about Clev. What's France up to? Rebuilding. Fighting rebels. Oh, hungry. How big are you? Can we just eat you? No. I guess what we probably want to do is take it all the way down to Ragusa. Alright, Clev just got wrecked. Doesn't have much money. Upper guilders. Working cause doesn't help us particularly. He's got an alliance with France. That can end. And Hungary. Give us some war reps. Access through Bengal. Alright, let's just drop in with Brandenburg. So now it's just Hungary left. Gain mercantilism, gain ducats. I think we'll go with mercantilism in this one. Alright, so we want Baksh, Pest, Srem, Ragusa, Dalmatia, Laika, Zagreb. Can't quite link everything up. If we just take coastline, then we can get Hum. And still get Zagreb. Oh, 100.4. You can sort that out. Yeah. Alright. I mean, this is coming up automatically, so we can just wait. spend military to get it up faster. Hang on. Better check how far off we are. Lost the siege of Pest. Oh, he lays his army around. 50%, 50%. No. Alright, so it's going to be expensive. Birlad. 1686. 10 years, Jesus. Cost at the moment, pretty high. So yeah, we'll do the tech. What we really need to worry about is getting a navy to block the Ottomans from getting their armies across the Bosphorus. Alright, they're all good. Hungarian army doesn't know what he wants to do. You know, it's probably a good time to start drilling armies. Let's run 0 professionalism. Does mean we have to pay the armies, but they changed how that works. Alright, they got Hum. He went to Dalmatia. Take Pest. This is on 20 now. I think that's all. Yep, puts it spot on. With 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces. Which Bohemia will probably take to cut us off. Tyrol still exists in there. Junior partner of Tuscany. That would be why. Milan don't want to go to war with Tuscany over that. Alright, have a little cash at the moment. Let's go back to rooting out this corruption. Grab the military tech. Enables better cannons and better cav. Oh, it's December. Kind of wanted to do this in a December. They'll accept it. That's slightly under 100. And then Salzburg at least will be out of there. Alright, let's go with this now. 516 points to core. Beautiful coastal land. What mission was that? Oh, we've apparently built some buildings. Tax income up. Get some admin. Build a treasury. At least 2,000. Probably not going to happen. Let's jump in here and deal with these. Can't do Zagreb or Hum. Fair enough. And fair enough. Let's also save some cash by mothballing all the forts. And we're going to have rebellion issues over there before too long. Hungary no longer considers us a rival. What do we have? Hungary, Brabant, and the Commonwealth. Quantum data. Sounds good. Yeah, I have a face. As good as it is. Who was that? That was Hungary. Bohemia. GB, Milan. Morocco. It's only the Commonwealth that have done us, so... You go with Aragon. Enemy of Milan, Bohemia, and Tuscany. I think he probably makes the most sense. No, he's much stronger. There was an enemy of France as well. No, it's Ming. Didn't go well playing as Byzantium, yeah. There's a particular trick you have to do with them that I got to work once when I was testing stuff out. But it is very tricky. You have to destroy the Ottoman fleet, getting Venice on your side, and then prevent the Ottomans from crossing the straits to attack you. And then just occupy all of this section and take what you can. Still relies on a bit of luck, I think, getting that to work. Oh, losing cash, but that's because of 22 ducats rooting out corruption. Alright, access from Magdeburg. Or war with Hungary, see? Knew the others wouldn't take long. Austrian conquest of Farast. I really didn't think it was going to be Austria that was going to get these. Thought Bohemia would jump in. Yeah. Our heir is better than our voivode. Dumitrescu. What's our chance of being elected now that we're... Okay, though. 2, 3. Bohemia won't go our way. 2 to 2. It's definitely not good enough. Augsburg. Can't actually increase with. That whole controlling other electors really need to inherit the Palatinate. When's that 50 years up? 48. So 98. 20 years. In Diplo, recall. Didn't have Venice. Yeah, Venice is the only country in the region that has the fleet to take on the Ottomans. Yeah, no, you gotta declare on the Ottomans. You gotta have Venice on your side, you gotta declare against them, and you gotta hope that the Venetian fleet can actually do the damage. So I think you also need to build up your own galleys right from the start to help out the Venetians. Oh, Bosnia. Now, I can't remember, if you integrate them manually, I don't think you get their vote. Just wait to inherit. They've only got 2. We have huge Diplo rep. So we'll definitely inherit them first time we die. Now, the Drigatory need absolutism. Corruption has to be low. We need 2 of those guys. What do you get for it? Advisor cost down. Let's go 3 statesmen. Shouldn't be terrible. Can make Trans-Danubia. I think that's an idea. Alright, next idea group would be good to unlock. What was that one? Hostile corporation cost on us. The Vlachs. Alright, Croatian separatists. What else do we have to deal with? Lika, Dalmatia, Zagreb. Let's try to walk around there. Can we actually get there? No. If we got access through Milan, we could. Alright, we'll keep the expenses up for a while. And there's the separatists, but they're covered. Grasslands, mountains. Ooh, hopefully it's stupid enough to walk into them. So we're hitting in the grasslands. That's better when I can actually win the fights. And where's next? Hungarians up in Pest and Bucks. Well, let's go walk over there.